Hey, I just want to make a quick video about this Anderson valve and the reason why I decided to replumb the water system in my motorhome is this thing right here and what's behind it. So all those fittings caused me tremendous trouble over the last 3 years of owning my motorhome. And when I went to get it repaired, they repaired it, but they plumbed it all backwards, so I had to replumb it when I got it home, and I still had leaks. And it's just an albatross. It's very difficult. I understand why they do it. I understand, you know, the ease of use, and although my wife never understood how it worked and was uncomfortable trying to get it all done because of all the switches and the things that you had to do. So I decided to remove it, and this is what I pulled out of my motorhome, is I removed this part. So I pulled all that plumbing out of the motorhome, including the sheet metal. And the sheet metal I was really happy to remove because every leak I had was behind that sheet metal, and I couldn't get my hands on it. I couldn't fix it. I couldn't see it. And I always struggled having that metal in the motorhome, and I'll share some pictures in the video that I post of what that looked like before I gutted everything. So let me show you the end result and how I put it all together. So here is what I replumbed, and I'm not a plumber, I'm not an electrician, so it doesn't look the best, but I'll try to go through every step so that you understand how I put it together. This is the black tank flush. So these two hoses aren't really part of the system, and I'll probably still use it. I just have to put that fitting back on so I can get a garden hose on it. The water filter and the pump were on the other side of the motorhome, and through there were 4 PEX hoses that you saw on the ground, and I pulled all that out, and I moved the filter and I moved the pump to set here. I got all the parts from Menards, Tractor Supply, and I got these hoses from the local camping store. And I've got 4 shutoffs. That's the shutoff for the inlet from the city water through the filter. There's a shutoff here to fill or bypass the freshwater tank. There is a shutoff here, the red handle, to bypass the water heater or not use the water heater, honestly, or any of the hot water supplies in the motorhome. And then this shutoff is the low point drain. So I need to drain it out. I'll turn that on. So I think it's simpler, although without the sheet metal, you know, it looks a lot messier, and I think I have a problem with my hoses being too long. I don't like to cut them too short, so that didn't help me a whole lot. But let me walk through the system and show you how I flowed all the water. So there's a garden hose attachment there, female. Then I've got a plastic coupler going to a shutoff, going to a street 90 into the filter. Here I've got a regular 90 coming out with a adapter there, and I'm using Teflon tape on all these fittings. Put the vinyl hose over the top, put the hose clamp on. Again, this is fresh water coming in. I've got a T here with the same fittings going to a shutoff, going to the tank fill. Then I move over to the pump, and I've got the inlet for the pump. On the other side of the pump there is a T. That T will go on the left, will take you to the cold water side of the motorhome and supply the cold water. to the right, that will move and it will bring me to this T. And again, the red handle, kind of thankful I did that even though it wasn't on purpose, goes to the hot water. So then this comes up and you can see that blue line is actually, I put some tape on there to know that that goes to the water heater fill. And then these two red pecks are the hot water. So it's hot water coming out of the water heater and hot water going into the motorhome and supplying all the motorhome hot water. So instead of putting a shut off there, which I think would be the water heater bypass at that point, to have the cold source, the hot water faucets, I just removed it. So I don't really have that feature in here. The other thing that I removed was the outdoor shower. Again, I don't have that feature, but in the 3 years we used our motorhome, we never used the shower. And then the tank drain didn't change, so I didn't touch that at all.